Good afternoon, everyone. Just let's wait for a couple of minutes so others can join. Then we will start. Okay, let's wait for another like 2 minutes. Then we'll start. Okay, let's start with our class. Okay, so from today we'll start our organic modeling, and we'll start with quadruped. Then we'll move to biped, and like last week, as we discussed, like couple of you wanted realistic character. So I discussed this with Vinison and all. So idea is because as per syllabus we have to create two characters, one biped, one cartoon characters, one biped, one quadruped. So we discussed and we came to this conclusion is like if we are able to finish both the characters, like both the characters of quadruped and biped within 5 6 weeks, then next 2 weeks I can show you how to create a realistic character, like not the complete character. We can do a bust, only the like head part, or like only the bust part of it, and complete that. And that is something again, like whoever finished two characters for them only. So if you don't want to do it, it's absolutely fine. You just finish your two characters, quadruped and biped cartoon characters, fine. And after that, like those two, because we have only 8 weeks, we don't have more time. We don't have any buffer. And after 8 weeks, most probably your exams will start. So that's why we don't have any buffer. So we have to finish quadruped and biped within 6 weeks. If you want to do realistic character, you have to finish it by at least by 6 weeks, within 6 weeks. Or if you want to do don't want to do realistic character, you can finish, take 8 weeks time and finish your both the characters. And for rest, whoever wants to do it, they should finish both the characters. Then we can start the realistic character only bus. That is something in 2 weeks, which is possible. It's like, I believe like it should be okay with all of you guys, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's start. So we start with a quadruped. So for this, I have selected this one, this reference, this reindeer. So it's a cartoon character. So first thing, because we have to create, just give me a second. Vanessa is called. Yes, I'm back. So we're going to create this character, and for this, we need to bring them in Maya and as a like image plane, and then we'll start making our character. So how to do that? So open your Maya. This is your default viewport, perspective mode. Go to view. Then you can see there's something called image plane. So then we'll click on this image plane. So in usually in Max, what we do, we create a plane according to the proportion of the image and then import it. But in Maya, you can just simply use the image plane. It will automatically proportionately create a plane and fit this thing. And if you even if you go to wireframe mode, the image will be visible. That's the best part of it. So let's me open this thing here. Where is my character? Yeah. Shift right click, copy path, paste it here, enter. So now you can see this. Oh, my bad. I did a mistake. I have to go to front view, and then create this thing image plane. So now you can see this front view. Now if you go to perspective, you can see rotate, change everything. So after creating this, push it above grid. This is basic rule of thumb. Whenever you're creating any character, any prop or anything, it should be above grid. Then create this. If I this is like you see side, front, and all those views are there. So I can what I can do, Control D, rotate this, J, and snap 90 degree. Now you can see 90 degree perfectly snap. This is my side view. You can see perfectly correct. Push it. Oh, this is my side view. Side view, I'll keep it here. And for this, I want to use front. We'll keep the front here. Oh, this side. Front and side. Let me rotate 90 degree. I can see perfect side and front. Only move in Z direction and your X direction. That's it. So if I go to front, I have this image. If I go to side, same position, I have this image. Center. So if I want to align it nicely, and keep it somewhere here. Center, roughly center. Front, it's almost already center. You can see. So these two align properly. Now to make this thing, we'll start using a box modeling. We'll basically going to model it, poly model it. Front, this character I want to create. So I'll start with the face, or maybe I can start with the body also. So, but before that, we need to know a couple of things like basic rules, like how to create loops and all for character. So I'll show you a couple of references. Let me see. So a basic, this is not the 100% correct. Oh, this one is almost correct. So basic rule to create any organic model that have nose, mouth, eyes, ears, all those things. So basic topology for eyelid, you need to have a circular loop. That is basic rule. After eyelid, for you need to hold the shape, you need to have another loop. So basically from eyelid to this shape, you need to have at least 3 loops. Like if you, even if it's a really low poly model, at least 3 loops you need. One for the border of the eyelid, one for the outside, hold the shape, and another one. Then from another one, let's see. This is correct. Yeah. So you can see inside this one, this another loop, and then another loop. 3 loops, then one loop for the lips, like upper lips and lower lips, the upper lip starting point and lower lips ending point. These this is, you need to have a perfect same loop, same line should align, same line. Then from upper lip to your chin, you need to have another loop. Then from nose to chin, another loop. And from your this near to ear to your lips or jaw, continuous jaw, you need to have one more loop. That's like basic rule of thumb, that this is how all the modeling for characters. This is a standard for your biped, quadruped, anything. Because a mouse, if it's a character, cartoon character, or those quadruped, they also talk. They have animation. Because whatever, whenever you create a model like organic character, it should be animatable. If it's not animation friendly, it's a wrong model. So make sure it's animation friendly. All these loops, these are basic loops. This is how you're supposed to create. Yeah, this is also, you can see this is not accurate, but I guess I have one more reference. Yeah, this one, this loop, this one for neck, eyes, nose to your chin and lips. They're like basic rules. You have to create this kind of loops only. There is no other way of doing it. So now I have this thing. So we'll be working in symmetry. So first thing, I'll create a, I can use a box. That will be really easy. Bring it here. Or if I want, I can start with a leg or maybe head. Let's start with the head only. So if I want, I can make it wireframe. I can switch on my wireframe. You can say still the image is visible. So that's the best part. If you create a plane and apply this, the image will go. So use image plane. Reduce it. So for this kind of cartoon character, this nose model will be completely separate. This nose thing is completely separate. So I'll create that separately. Then Control Shift right click, symmetry, symmetry. Switch on your symmetry. So it's going to be a symmetrical model. I need a loop here, so I can use multi-cut center. I can press Control. Okay. Create this loop. See this loop. Edge mode. See, I have the loops and all. Select this, move it up, move it inside. So initially start with a very basic box model, nothing fancy, very simple shape, and try to keep your low polygons as low as possible. Match it from the front view. Go to side view now. Move the mesh geometry. Switch on your wireframe and go to vertex mode. Now I have to align all this thing. Align the shape. From front, it's quite broad. See, nicely aligned. So I can add more loops here and make it a little smoother. And due to some strange reason, it's not creating a loop. Collapse. Collapse. One single loop. And these two also needs to, I need to connect. Similarly, this loop also you can see, I don't know, it's a bug, I guess. It's not creating the shape correctly. Complete loop. This is backside, so you can see it's should come somewhere here. Similarly, these two align properly. This one, push it forward to make it circular or round shape, little rounded. Center line, sides, and push it inside to make it look round. Push them slightly back. So it's create this nice round kind of shape. And press 3 to check the shape. See, create this nice nose effect. The basic structure is ready. So right now we're going to create the blocking of the model. So this nose is entirely separate. Now we have this head. So I'll take one more box. I need a couple of loops here. So I'll make two. So all the sides, I got all the shape. Basic blocking. Now I need one more loop to create this point. Multi-cut and double check it's working perfectly. Yeah. And this top part, there's again we have this ear and plus the skull, and from where this horns are starting. So what I can do is, you see from side also have to match. So let's go to side now. Bring it here. This is my bee's head size. From side, align the shape. This is front part. Push it outside. Vertex mode. Sides, push them. I'm just blocking it out. Select these two. Shift. Oh, not those two. Only this one. Shift and drag, extrude that section. Basic shape. Just trace out the shape. That's it. Nothing fancy. I got the nose, basic head structure. Now this top part where I need to extrude this skull. So I need these two polygons also. Front extruded. Basic shape. Now from front I can see the shape doesn't match. So I have to check the polygons. It's correct. Match the volume. Side. Push it inside. Push them inside. Basic shape. Now the sides should bring it inside because end of the shape of the head is more of a spherical shape. So sides, bring them inside. Push them backwards. You get this nice soft rounded shape. Now there are like two things like this mouth, like there's an opening, right? That is something we need to keep in our mind while creating this. This base part need to separate, and this lower jaw we have to create from here. Extrude it slightly. This is separate, and this thing need to extend. Extrude, place it. So I can see I'm checking all the sides. And I can see it's basic blocking, really boxy, and sides going inside slightly more. And to make it a little rounded, I need to push it slightly inside. These two also exact same, push it slightly inside. Make it round. So now I have this this separation. Select this, press 3. So you can see the basic structure. And now I need to separate this section. Delete this loop, it's not required. Collapse it here. Because from here, the upper jaw and lower jaw is separating. And this thickness of lower jaw, that is something I need to create now. Face mode, this is, let's see, which part? Okay, this section. Extrude it. It's going inside, that is not correct. And plus this inside faces should not be there. So I'll add a loop here. Delete these two. Merge them. Merge them. This is, I can see clear separation now. Only the front part. It should come somewhere here. And plus I need loop.